tell you a really quick story about a time that I got caught out on an interview. So several years ago I was interviewing for an account management position with Fuji Xerox at their Wollongabba office, so they're based in Brizzy. I was being interviewed by two senior managers, and during the interview I'd said that I'd love reading, self-development books, self-help books, sales books. And the interview was going really, really well. So probably one of the best interviews that I've ever had up until this last question. So one of the interviewers said, "Look, Dre, you've mentioned that you really enjoy, reading sales books. What was the last sales book that you read?" My response was really quick. It was something like The Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy. And then the other interviewer said, that's a great book. That's one of my favourite books. What was your favourite part in the book? So I wasn't actually lying. I physically hadn't read the book, but I had listened to the book in my car, which would have been probably like a week or 2 weeks before. But because I wasn't expecting that question, I wasn't able to come up with an answer quick enough on the spot. So my answer was probably a bit of a train wreck at the time, but I said, look, my favourite part of the book was probably towards the end, the sales strategies towards the end of the book. And then I tried to turn the question around on them. So I said, what was your favourite part of the book, to each one of them? So they both read it. They gave me their answer, and then they looked at me, looked at each other and said, "Dre, thank you for your time. We'll be in touch." So later on that afternoon, I got a call from the recruiter that said, "You've been unsuccessful for the position. Do you want to know why?" And I said, "Look, I can pretty much guess. It was probably down to that last question." And she was like, "Yeah." So I guess the moral of the story for you guys is that anything that you say in an interview, just make sure that you can back it up. All right.